What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and today we are going to be looking at huge news coming to Black Ops 3. Today, we've got more weapons that I'm not going to get in supply drops because I'm just not lucky enough. Literally, I think I got one of the weapons out of the last weapons that dropped. This time, there's 2 new weapons, 3 melee weapons, and 3 taunts and gestures. We're going to be looking at all of these throughout this video. Some of them look pretty damn cool and good and stuff, but unfortunately, I'm not lucky enough to ever get these things. I'm going to try tomorrow. We're going to be uploading a video where I try to get these new weapons. Whether I get them or not, well, that's to be decided. I'm generally not too lucky when it comes to that kind of thing. Last time, like I said, I still don't have that MX Grand, but we'll try. We'll see what we can do. But without further ado, let's get into it. Let's look at these weapons. I actually got the gameplay you're watching today from Chaos Silencer. He is a YouTuber that gets invited to the pre-launch events for Treyarch. I'm unfortunately don't have a big enough channel for that. I would love to go, but like I said, I'm not quite big enough. So thanks to him for all of the gameplay. His link will be in the description below, so check him out if you haven't already. I think he's got over 1 million subscribers, and it's very nice of him to let me use these. But without further ado, let's get into it. Let's look at the gameplay. Let's look at these weapons. So first things first, the first weapon that we kind of knew was coming, a leak happened yesterday, was the HG40. Now this is basically a copy of the MP40, very similar to what we have seen in the past before in Advanced Warfare, in World at War, that kind of thing. Now, this weapon looks stat-wise a lot like the Razorback. It has a really good range, slower fire rate, higher damage, high-ish damage. It looks like it kills in about 3 to 4 bullets, so it looks like a pretty solid SMG. It's very similar to the Razorback, like I said before. Now, whether it's as good or better, I can't tell you until I see the actual stats themselves, so stay tuned for that throughout the week. If we get some stats, I'll be uploading videos with all of that, with the best class, all of that kind of stuff, so stay tuned for that. But overall, like I said, it looks like it has a pretty solid range, slower fire rate, kind of like it behaved in Advanced Warfare, similar stats to that kind of thing. Now, the recoil looks pretty low and pretty controllable, so it looks like a pretty solid weapon. So the next weapon that's new to the game is the RSA Interdiction, and this one is a sniper rifle, and this one doesn't look good at all, if you ask me. Well, it's a bolt-action sniper rifle, and snipers are pretty hard to use in this game, but the thing with this bolt-action sniper is it's not always a one-hit kill. It's a one-hit kill from the chest and up, which generally speaking for a bolt-action sniper, you're kind of looking at belly button and up, or sometimes the entire body, depending on how slow firing the sniper rifle is. This one, it's not quite as slow firing as the Locust, but it is like around that fire rate with a little bit less damage and a little bit more damage than the Draken. So with those stats, you can kind of get an idea how slow firing is, the damage it does, and all those kind of things. So it doesn't look to be too good. So out of the 2 weapons that were added, the HG40 definitely looks like the better one to drop. Just like there were better weapons in, like the Marshall 16 kind of wasn't as good as the MX Grand or the NX Phantom in the last dropped weapons. It looks like the RSA Interdiction won't quite be as good as the MP40. But that being said, I haven't got to use these things yet, so I'm not 100% sure, just guessing from gameplay and kind of stat charts that I've looked at. But again, once we get some stats for these weapons, we'll be looking at them throughout the week, throughout next week, so stay tuned for that kind of thing. So as I have said before, I'm a little bit upset with these only coming in supply drops. These weapons are obviously having different stats than other things in the game. They're not exactly the same as the Razorback, the Sniper's not exactly the same as the Locust, and what this means is it makes Call of Duty Black Ops 3 a little bit pay to win. No matter what you think, it does. That's what pay to win is it gives you something different or better for the exchange of money. And not only money, is you gotta get lucky, because like I said before, I've spent a lot of money on these things and didn't get any of the new weapons. Now, one of the things I am definitely happy that is coming to the game is these new gestures, because there is so many of them. It is absolutely insane, and they are hilarious. I don't even know how many there is. There's a lot. One of the ones that, or there's 3 that I really like. There's the hotline bling one, there's the dab one, there is the selfie one, which is really cool, and there's also the watch me whip, now watch me nay one. Now all of these look absolutely hilarious, and I can't wait to see people do them at the end of the game. Now there's also other ones. There's ones like called sweep this. There's one shadow boxing. Shadow boxing is obviously like ducking his head, pretending like he's boxing. There's other ones. There's a fake heart attack one. There is some really cool ones, and I really can't wait to see these things in action. These are the things that I would love to see more of that come out in supply drops, because they're not weapons. They don't affect anyone else who can't get them, or can't afford to get get supply drops. It is a really great thing to see come to the game, and they look absolutely hilarious. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more of this kind of stuff, and these look absolutely hilarious. So I can't wait for some of you to send me some tweets on Twitter, link down in the description. Send me them out, I'll retweet them if you get any of these things, so let me know down on Twitter. That link is in the description. And finally, the new melee weapons we got. Now, these things are great. They're just basically copies of the combat knife with same stats. They work exactly the same. They just look different, make different noises, and this is what I really like to see in. It's things that don't change stats in the game, just aesthetic appearance. I wish more things were like this. I wish the MP40 was like this. I wish it was exactly the same as, let's say, the Razorback. I wish the RSA Interdiction was exactly the same as Locust, with different sounds, with different stats. Unfortunately, that's not the case. They are completely different weapons. These are the same as the combat knife, just look different and sound a little bit different. So these things are the baseball bat, the Carver Knife, and the Malice Dagger. Now, originally I was most excited about the baseball bat, but after seeing the Malice Dagger, man, so what they are, the Malice Dagger is like a dagger that like kind of has like a wiggle to the blade itself, and you see things like this in games like Skyrim and Oblivion. It looks really cool. I can't wait to try this thing out. Another thing is the Carver Knife. The Carver Knife is kind of just like a butcher knife, and the baseball bat, I'm sure you can figure out what the baseball bat looks like. But all of these are very cool, and I look forward to giving all of them a try. The one I really do want the most is definitely HG40, and I really hope that is the one I get, if not any. Like I said, last time I spent $200 on these things, which was silly. I'm not going to do that much this time, but I spent a lot of money on them, didn't get anything, and that was really disappointed. But hopefully I'm going to open some supply drops tomorrow, and hopefully we get something good out of there. Cross your fingers. You will see that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe for that. If you haven't already subscribed, I upload videos every single day of the week except for Sunday. And this week, as soon as we get some stats for these weapons, I'll be uploading a video about that, letting you know which ones are the best, what's the stats, and talking about all of that stuff. So if that's something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button. Check me out on Twitter. That link is down in the description. Hit that like video, if you enjoyed this button. That's not what I meant to say. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, peace out.